Pendo, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You are Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he give them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
What you talking about?
If that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy. Think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Shower shit, I'm about it. UPK, too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough. In your all the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a whole study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for 'em and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a piece home. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And that sucker duck bitch ass boy fuck nigga over that bitch mugging. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk fight every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR 223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't want, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk fight every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
All right, we gonna get it started. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Allah Thumba Shem Yahshua to all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? All of Israel. ¿Verdad? Saludo a toda mi raza, a toda mi gente, ¿verdad? A todos los nativos, a los indios nativos, a los morenos y a los latinos, ¿verdad? Que son los escogidos de Dios, ¿verdad? Y desde 1969, andamos predicando la palabra de Dios y la verdad de la Biblia, ¿verdad? ¿Quiénes son los escogidos de Dios? ¿Quién es Israel? Y también que nuestra gente, ¿verdad? Son los escogidos de Dios, ¿verdad? Que nosotros somos los verdaderos Judas, ¿verdad? Y que nosotros los pertenece, que nosotros deberemos de guardar los mandamientos para regresar hacia Dios. Sin leyes, una nación sin leyes, ¿verdad? Es una nación perdida, ¿verdad? Y cada nación tiene sus leyes. Nosotros guardamos las leyes de nuestros opresores, pero se los olvida que las leyes de nuestro Dios, de las leyes que los dio nuestro Dios, para nosotros tenerlos y guardarlos. Y mucha gente también no se fijan en cómo estas leyes también les enseña el carnalismo de uno a otro, ¿verdad? El amor a su hermano, ¿verdad? Most of these laws, right, that that people in the world don't understand that it teaches you about brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Teaches you about how to love your brother. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers will keep, you know what I'm saying? I can't even say they will keep, but they'll respect our oppressors' laws, as into, you know what I'm saying, having the right to choose your gender and all that, right?
but won't respect the laws of God. You know what I'm saying? Which is a disgusting and foul thing. You know what I'm saying? Because these laws govern our society. You know what I'm saying? The laws of the Lord governs our society, but we have lost our laws. We have lost our God by following these other nations. That in that case, you know what I'm saying? And in this case, we have lost the our way to govern ourselves as, you know what I'm saying, as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, ahora nosotros estamos perdidos como una nación porque no los podemos regresar a nuestras leyes. ¿Y por qué? Es porque nosotros, nuestros opresores los vienen y los dicen que, perdón, nuestros pastores los vienen y los dicen que las leyes están ya han hecho, ¿verdad? Que eso es cosa de lo pasado. Esas leyes ya son miles y miles de años de que nadie, ya vamos progresando en la tecnología, en todas estas cosas, ¿verdad? Ah, um, todo este desmadre, ¿verdad? Y nosotros no sabemos que nuestra inteligencia viene de Dios. Nuestro conocimiento de la vida viene de Dios. Y con estas leyes nosotros podemos saber cómo vivir, cómo tener paz en la vida, ¿verdad? Y nosotros también no tenemos paz. Nosotros no tenemos ese paz. We, as Blacks and Hispanics, we don't have that peace in our lives because we don't follow these laws and statutes and commandments. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to I believe it was Calibre 50, or what was it? It was a corrido that they made, right? And he said, no han sentido miedo al que no han visto una camioneta de inmigración. You know what I'm saying? And that's heavy for blacks and for blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Because he says in translation, he says you haven't felt fear until you have came across or seen an immigration or an immigration truck pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really shows a lot of fear, especially during, you know what I'm saying, from Bush to Obama to, you know what I'm saying, Trump, and still to this day, you know what I'm saying, which, you know what I'm saying, shows that it doesn't matter what you get as a representative or trying to put in office, you still gonna feel that fear of you don't belong. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High has given you a place in this earth, man. You don't have to go and be a slave to, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be a slave to the devil to love him and forget about your people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep reminding yourself that blacks and Hispanics, we all we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, nuestra raza se tienen que acordar de que nosotros, los latinos y los negros, es todo lo que tenemos en esta vida. Nuestro carnalismo, nuestro amor para uno. Tenemos que dejar esas ideas de que podemos a buscar el amor en las otras naciones. Deja de eso. Eres un esclavo cuando empiezas a pensar así, man. Eres un esclavo, ¿verdad? Y Dios siempre los anda regañando como hijos, ¿verdad? De Él, de que nosotros tenemos que regresar y nomás dejar el amor de las otras naciones para nomás partirlo entre nosotros, ¿verdad? We got to leave these other nations alone, man, because once we join these other nations, we're going to beat up on our brothers. You know what I'm saying? 5 brothers are going to beat up on another brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when I seen that video, it reminded me of the same spirit that was in those cops that were beating up, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, Rodney King. You know what I'm saying? The same spirits that those brothers had is the same spirit that the devils that were beating on Rodney King, they had the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High said, "You are of your father, the devil." You know what I'm saying? Because this is the spirit that you're trying to put on, man. You're leaving your own people. You know what I'm saying? You trying to serve the white man's military. You're trying to serve the oppressors, you know what I'm saying, police force and all of their, you know what I'm saying, armies, and thinking that you're going to show love to them by forgetting about your people and show love to him, you know what I'm saying? And let him know that you're not like one of them, right? One of them meaning your own brother. You know what I'm saying? One of them meaning another nigga. One of them meaning another wetback. One of them meaning what? Another savage. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna try to put on yourself that spirit of, you know what I'm saying, that customer service voice. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to the oppressor, you're gonna have that customers. Oh, how can I help you, sir? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to whitewash the hell out of, you know what I'm saying, everything that you grew up around, which was nothing but niggas. You know what I'm saying? And sound more white and be more white. Why? Because white is acceptable. White is profitable. You know what I'm saying? Para ser un gringo te conviene a ti. Para un mexicano no puedes ser no puedes llegar en el Estados Unidos y ser y continuar siendo ser mexicano. Tienes que ponerte el espíritu de los otros, de las otras naciones, de los gringos, de los gabachos, para que estés aceptado, ¿verdad? Tienes para sentir aceptado y para que las otras naciones no se te encimen, ¿verdad? Vas a tener que hablar como un gabacho, como un gringo, actuar como un gabacho, pues. Ahora no vas a clamar que eres mexicano, ¿verdad? Guatemalteco, salvadoreño, hondureño, ¿verdad? Vas a clamar que eres chicano, americano, ¿verdad? ¿Por qué? Porque tú quieres porque en tu mentalidad, ¿verdad? Como tenemos en esta clase, de que cómo liberarte de la mentalidad de un esclavo, ¿verdad? Que te ha ponido la iglesia cristiana, ¿verdad? Esa iglesia cristiana es la escuela para cualquier ser esclavo para el opresor, ¿verdad? Y la primera imagen y la primera prueba es amar a la imagen de Cristo, que es un hombre gringo, cuando dice en la Biblia que es un hombre negro. ¿Verdad? In the first test, you know, the Christian church is like a school for more like slaves under these oppressors. And the first test is loving that image, loving that white, pale face, you know what I'm saying, Caesar Borgia that you call Christ. You know what I'm saying? It's loving that image, praying to that image. You know what I'm saying? Giving all your love and all your money to that image and forgetting about the true Christ that is inside this Bible, which is another black man just like you, man. And you have forgotten about yourself too. You know what I'm saying? And loving these other nations will do that. And going into that Christian church will do that. Christianity is white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Christianity is white supremacy. Cristian era ese doctrine de cristiano es el amor de los gringos. ¿Y cómo sabes eso? Porque todas las imágenes que tú ves viene en las imágenes de un gringo, ¿verdad? De un gabacho, de un güero. Tiene que tener los ojos azules, ¿verdad? De los romanos, ¿verdad? Let's get Micah, chapter 3, verse 9. Let me get that with you real quick.
Verse 9. Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob.
Right. Go ahead, Slaki.
And the princes of
the house of Jacob and the princes of the house of Israel, right? Jacob and Israel, ¿verdad? Los negros y los latinos, ¿verdad? Pero en esto, nosotros en esta escuela no dejamos de que los dos se dividen, ¿verdad? La Biblia dice que los dos palos van a ser uno en la mano de Abraham. Come, I'll go back to that right now, right? Pero que las dos van a ser una nación, ¿verdad? Esas dos naciones no van a ser, estas dos naciones, estas dos tribus no van a ser separados, pero van a ser juntados, ¿verdad? Pero aquí anda diciendo de que las dos, ¿verdad? La cabeza de Jacob y los príncipes de Israel, ¿qué dice? Go ahead.
Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob and princes of the house of Israel,
Right.
That abhor judgment,
Right.
And pervert all equity.
Right. Equity, right? And pervert all equity, ¿verdad? Que nosotros, las cabezas, ¿verdad? Diciendo los líderes, ¿verdad? Los líderes de nuestras comunidades y de nuestras, en nuestras iglesias, ¿verdad? De nuestra gente, ellos son un juicio, un judge, pero que no, que los hacen como maltratar a los pobres, ¿verdad? Hacen maltratar a la gente que no tienen poder. ¿Tú piensas que esta gente que no tienen nada en la vida, piensan que tú pensarías, Adam, si eres un hombre con dignidad, con dignidad, tú piensas que viendo a este hombre que no tiene nada, es como, pues, ya se lo chingó la vida, ¿verdad? ¿Y para qué meterle más fregadera en su vida para que yo me ponga más alto que alguien que está ya está en el piso, que ya está hecho a polvo? ¿Para qué darle más sufrir? ¿Para qué hacerlo sufrir más de lo que ya está? Why put this poor man in more stress than what he already is? He's already grinded into powder from the oppression that America and all these other, you know what I'm saying, oppressors have put on this brother. Like, why another brother has to put more stress, more, you know what I'm saying, more oppression, a heavier burden than he already has carried, you know what I'm saying, on this brother? Like, you would think a man of morals, a man, a just man, you know what I'm saying, would look at this brother and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying, he's had enough. Nah, you gotta beat him to death. You gotta tase him. You gotta hold him while the other 5 brothers get a, you know what I'm saying, get a couple of hits on body shots, chin, you know what I'm saying, all this. Like, this man is already handcuffed, and that is still not enough. You just like the devil, man. You are a piece of garbage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Vales pa pura verga. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Vales pa pura, you know what I'm saying? Cause tú nomás te pones ves a un pobre y tú viendo a tu hermano piensas que tú lo puedes abusar a él, man, Dios te va a castigar a ti también, man. Dios te va a poner todo ese estrés que le pusiste a ese hombre, que sabes qué, Dios te lo va a dar doble a ti, man, por maltratar a tu hermano. Él te lo va a dar, él te lo va a regresar, man. Él te lo va a regresar porque tú no amas a los escogidos de Dios, ¿verdad? Tú no amas a tu hermano como tú mismo, man. Tú amas a las otras naciones y tú eres un esclavo para las otras naciones. You a slave to these other devils, man, to these other nations, man. When you should love your people, man. You should love your people. And that's the problem with us, man, blacks and Hispanics, is that we don't have enough love for ourselves. And we'll rather give the little bit of love that we have left to these other nations. And that is a sad thing, man. And the Lord will judge you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. You know what I'm saying? He said, what? Hear this. I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. Right? Keep going.
Verse 10. They build up Zion with blood.
Right, they build up Zion with blood. Imagine that. Imagínate eso. Que I'm gonna say it in English first, right? Like, imagine this, man. Imagine building up, thinking that you doing something for the community by destroying the community. That's a sad thing, man.
Right.
And that's what drug dealers think. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's close and you know what's the same thing as a drug dealer? Your Christian pastor. Your Christian pastor is the exact same thing as that dope dealer, as that pimp. Why? Because he's pimp, you know what I'm saying? He's robbing you, man. He's killing you. I mean, just look at, you know what I'm saying? Like look at what I was trying to look at I was trying to find the video before class, right? I couldn't find it, right? But let me see if I could get it real quick. I'm gonna just show you a small clip. I couldn't find the one that I needed, but let me get this real quick. Right. I'm gonna show you something that the oppressor knows, and that blacks and Hispanics just drive into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give, like, basically, like, are that tool for the oppressor to keep oppressing us, man. Like you are the perfect mascot, man. You religious leaders, you know what I'm saying? And all you blacks and Hispanics that think that you can just jump into you know what I'm saying, into office and think that you're gonna change some laws. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna change all of them, but you're gonna make some changes. You know what I'm saying? Coming to find out that you're gonna be in court with a white woman that killed your brother, and you're gonna have to give her a hug. Why? To show that your oppressor, you still love him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Botham Jean. Botham John's. It's like, is it Botham Jean? John. It's like it. Botham John. Let me get this real quick. It's 133. Okay, look, I'm about to share this real quick. Give me a second. Listen to this real good, man. Let me see if I can turn it up. All right. Bam. Oh, hold up. I forgot to share it.
If you're going to curb population, it's extremely important not to have it done by the damn Yankees, but by the UN. Because the thing is, then it's not considered genocide. If the United States goes to
Did you
black,
hear that? Let me rewind it real quick once again.
Osborne and Frank Notestein were both former members of the American Eugenics Society, and Notestein would later serve on the National Advisory Council of Planned Parenthood.
There is an element of racism in the motivation of some Americans who are promoting birth control. It's interesting to note that family planning abroad is being strongly advocated by some senators better known for their anti-civil rights position. United States Congressman Clement Zablocki, March 25, 1966.
if you're going to curb population, it's extremely important not to have it done by the damn Yankees, but by the UN. Because the thing is, then it's not considered genocide. If the United
It says it is not. He said it's not considered genocide, meaning if you do it to your own people, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? But if we do it to you, it's gonna be a problem. So they understand that it's a like you gotta understand. This devil knows how to hunt. This devil knows how to kill. This devil knows he is a devil, man. This oppressor, this man that you think is loving you, is teaching you how to hate yourself, man. I'm gonna show you another video to prove that. You know what I'm saying? Because this self-hatred thing is taught by, you know what I'm saying, from a child. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You teach a child from a you know what I'm saying? You teach this, you know what I'm saying, this nation from a baby that he is ugly. Your people are nothing but, what did Trump say? Nothing but rapists. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but drug dealers. Y'all come in and commit more crimes. Y'all bring all the bad ones over here. That's all you do, is bring in the bad ones. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do. You bring in the bad ones, and some, as he said, and some I assume are good. But the majority of you are evil. The majority of you should be locked up, or, you know what I'm saying? Like he said too, you know what I'm saying? In the good old days, he would have to be carried out on a stretcher. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our oppressor, man. Our oppressor hates you, man. And he teaches you to hate yourself, man. And he teaches you, and it all starts with the leaders. You know what I'm saying? The leaders of Israel are the ones who really like direct and push that more. You know what I'm saying? Because if they do it themselves, it's like a plan that's not gonna, it's gonna be a misfire. You know what I'm saying? He gonna shoot the shot, but it's not gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna jam. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be having problems with that, right? There's gonna be a lot of issues. It's gonna be like the people are gonna be more alert, and the way this animal thinks is that he would rather not let you see what he's aiming for. You know what I'm saying? He would sit down, you know what I'm saying, and wait and not eat just so he can kill you. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna do it by using you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do it by not being there anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do it by teaching you that you need him. That you need him. And the only way that you can get him to be on your side is by hating your own people, man. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna let this video play.
United States goes to the black man or the yellow man and says, slow down your reproductive rate. We're immediately suspected of having ulterior motive. Or the yellow man and says, slow down your reproductive rate. We're immediately suspected of having ulterior.
United States Congressman Clement Zablocki, March 25th, 1966.
If you're going to curb population, it's extremely important not to have it done by the damn Yankees, but by the UN. Because the thing is, then it's not considered genocide. If the United States goes to the black man or the yellow man and says, slow down your reproductive rate, we're immediately suspected of having ulterior motives to keep the white man dominant in the world. If you can send in a colorful UN force, you've got much better leverage.
He said you got much better leverage. You got a better leverage. Why? Because they're not going to suspect it. If they're not going to suspect it from their own people. But if a white man comes in, he's going to feel like, man, these white people are trying to dominate over us. And this is a Planned Parenthood. You know what I'm saying? This is Planned Parenthood's way of how they pushed genocide, how they pushed that abortion clinics to blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? To promote how to promote blacks and Hispanics to keep killing their children. Well, you're gonna have to get one of, you know what I'm saying, you one of your own people. So like you're gonna have to get a black or Hispanic to promote that business. You know what I'm saying? To promote that business in order to what? In order for you to control your own people. You know what I'm saying? In order to control in order to promote this business, you're gonna have to get one of these sellouts to tell blacks and Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, it's okay. You got, you know what I'm saying, freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying? Make it sound good. Sell it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sell it. You know, it's okay. You got freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying? And if you have that if you have that baby, who's gonna take care of it? You know what I'm saying? Scare them a little. You know what I'm saying? And who's the perfect person to push that? You know what I'm saying? Christians. You know what I'm saying? Your pastor. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Jackson was one of them. Jesse Jackson, before he ran for president, what happened? He started. He was against abortion. You know what I'm saying? He was against abortion, and then once he was running for president to keep his campaign running, he had to get some donations, man. He had to keep his campaign running. He had to keep his spot on by taking in donations. And what better donation than, you know what I'm saying, Planned Parenthood. And Planned Parenthood was like, man, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Planned Parenthood was like, man, here you go. All you got to do is just promote us, and then, you know what I'm saying? And you get the funds. You want some money? He said, what? Read verse 10 again.
They build up Zion with blood.
Right. You want to build up your Zion? You know what I'm saying? You want to build up blacks and Hispanics? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, shed a little blood. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to tell blacks and Hispanics that it's okay to kill your baby. It's okay to abort that child. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And Jerusalem with iniquity.
And Jerusalem with iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem with iniquity. And that's the problem with us, is that we think that we can build up our, you know what I'm saying, our communities by allowing other nations to get in. You know what I'm saying? Allowing other nations to help us. I mean, just look at every organization that you've seen that you thought was gonna help black people out of the slums. You know what I'm saying? Help black people. Just, you know what I'm saying? You thought you seemed like, but just like Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? Their motives were good, but at the end of the day, they had to get an Asian to what's the word? They had to get an Asian to help them with them guns. You know what I'm saying? Supply them with guns. They got an Asian. You know what I'm saying? An infiltrator. Also, you know what I'm saying? Also, a man that was telling, you know what I'm saying, the FBI what they were doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So a spy, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all we got. You know what I'm saying? All we got in life is each other, man. You can't. You gotta watch out, man. You gotta watch out for these you know what I'm saying? These wicked men that say they are for you, but are really not. You know what I'm saying? You gotta test them, man. You gotta judge them by their fruits, man. You gotta judge them by their fruits, by what they do, by what they say, man. You can't just go in and hear something and just run into it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see what they do. Like in here, like no brother, like you know what I'm saying. In here, ain't nobody telling you, oh, you should come in here. Like you know what I'm saying. Oh, this, oh yeah. Man, brothers, we in here to tell blacks and Hispanics that what it's a tough fight, man. It's a tough fight. We don't sell this as a sweet dream like Martin Luther King did. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sweet dreams in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna tell you the truth. And guess what? That truth can sometimes hurt, man. That truth can sometimes hurt, and sometimes it will test your spirit. It's gonna test you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, hold on. Read verse 11.
Verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
Judge for reward, right? They gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want something. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want something out of you coming. You know what I'm saying? Telling you the word of God. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want something by telling you, oh, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna want something out of you, right? Keep going.
The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire.
Right, they teach for hire. Like, if you look at the Christian church, how many pastors are in that church? You know what I'm saying? How many pastors do you see in that? How many priests do you see at that church? You only see one. You know what I'm saying? You only see one. And really, who are they trying to have them replace them? Like what this is saying is that everything that they do in life, everything that they do in their in their ministry is to self-gain. You know what I'm saying? To profit themselves. It's never to profit the poor, but it's always to profit themselves. Because all those tithes that they receive, who is it going to? You know what I'm saying? Who is it going to? It should be going to, you know what I'm saying, back to the people, right? It should be going back to the poor. But who is it really going to? For the little like that, like the little bit that blacks and Hispanics have, they give to a church that is just robbing. That's why I said in the beginning that pastor is the same thing as that dope dealer, because he's selling you something that is like a drug.
Right.
That he's selling you that something that is a drug that is killing you. You know what I'm saying? Which is white supremacy, which is that Christianity, man. That Christianity is one hell of a drug, man. And it teaches our people to stay, you know what I'm saying, to be acceptable slaves. You know what I'm saying? To hate your brother and love everyone else. It's like you had some.
Oh yeah, if I could, Blanco, el Diablo is no bueno, man.
Right,
Necesitas UPK.
right,
I as UPK Mexico, man.
exacto. You know what I'm saying? Blanco, hombre, sí, el gabacho, era el gringo, era el diablo de la Santa. ¿Qué? No, cuando nosotros hicimos de cuernos, con la cara todo rojo y una cola larga de punta, eso no significa un diablo. Un diablo es el que te va a echar el que te va a dar mentiras para nomás destruirte, ¿verdad? Él te va a dar una mentira muy dulce que te la vas a tragar y vas a pensar que es para ti y que es bueno, pero cuando te la tragas te vas a morir. ¿Por qué? Porque está lleno de veneno, ¿verdad? Y como la iglesia cristiana es bien dulce en la imagen de que todo está lleno de oro. Los ángeles se miran bien bonito, todos ahí. La verdad ni está tan bonito. Así puros ángeles niños encuerados. Es todo lo que es la imagen y las imágenes que te dan. Pero la gente en el mundo piensa que es tan bonito. La Virgen de Guadalupe. Oh, man, la Virgen. Hay que rezarle a ir a la madre, ¿verdad? Pero esa imagen es la que es el veneno que sigue destruyendo a nuestra gente. Let's drop that. Let's get. Hold on, give me a second. Anyways, let's get Jeremiah 23:1.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
Right. Woe, W-O-E, right? Woe means destruction. ¿Verdad? Destrucción hacia los pastores, ¿verdad? Que arregan a las ovejas del Dios, ¿verdad? El Dios los dice que nosotros somos como ovejas perdidas, ¿verdad? Y ahora Dios los anda diciendo le anda diciendo que destrucción a los pastores, ¿verdad? Que hace a estas ovejas que se pierden, ¿verdad? Les dice que él anda diciendo que nosotros estamos perdidos por los pastores, ¿verdad? Nosotros, como nuestra gente, están perdidos porque nuestros pastores los andan destruyendo. ¿Y cómo los destruyen? Ahorita vamos a hablar de eso. Keep going.
Verse 2. Said the Lord. Verse 2. Therefore, thus said the Lord God of Israel.
God of who?
Lord God of Israel.
Right. El Dios de Israel. Keep going.
Against the pastors.
Right. What?
Against the pastors.
Against the pastors. ¿Verdad? En contra, ¿verdad? Dios está contra los pastores. Right? Dios está contra los pastores. Tú piensas que Dios está con todos. Tú piensas que Dios ama a todos, pero realmente Dios odia a la gente que no obedecen, ¿verdad? Que no guarda los mandamientos, que no ama a su gente. El que no, y estos pastores deberían de proteger a Israel. Deberían de proteger a los niños, a los pobres, ¿verdad? A los viejos, A los que no tienen protección, los pastores deberían de protegerlo, pero ¿a quién protegen ellos? Ellos protegen a los gringos, a los gabachos, ¿verdad? Ellos protegen a las otras naciones, a las naciones que los siguen matando, a las naciones que los siguen destruyendo. Right? Keep going.
Therefore, thus said the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away.
Right, and driven them away, right? Los ha, es como los ha corrido, pues. A nosotros los viene corriendo. Tú vas a la iglesia pensando que te vas a acercar a Dios, pero realmente ellos te andan corriendo de Dios, ¿ya? Esa iglesia te anda corriendo fuera de la vista de Dios. Keep going.
And have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings.
Right.
Said the Lord.
Right. Y Dios los va a visitar por los malos hechos que ellos han nacido a los hijos de Israel. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Most High is most definitely going to visit these, you know what I'm saying, these pastors, man. Like, they going to have to pay, man. They going to have to pay. For one, they working with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? They working with the enemy. You think you know what I'm saying? A pastor, you know what I'm saying? A priest is supposed to be protecting. You know what I'm saying? Protecting. That's why the Lord said in verse 1, woe unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep. We are like sheep, you know what I'm saying? That need protection, that need guidance. You know what I'm saying? Without that leadership, without that, you know what I'm saying, that proper priest, we go into whatever. We get scattered. We get, you know what I'm saying? We get confused and jump into what? Into Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got women worshiping the stars. You know what I'm saying? Astrology, to the point that they starting to worship rocks. You know what I'm saying? You know, women are actually spending money on rocks and saying that they gotta charge them when it's a full moon. Take them outside so they could charge, and it keeps them pure and clean. And you know why they think like that? Because they're so destroyed. They think like that because they have no other solution. They don't have another way to fight that mental illness, that demon that's inside of them. They gonna find other tools that is not compatible with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna jump into all these other religions and forget about your own, you know what I'm saying? Your own culture. You know what I'm saying? And this has happened so many times in past time. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So, like, if can I pull a precept?
Come on, sir.
Can we get First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 17?
Come on. That's exactly that was what's going in my head. Okay. Like, Salakia. No, Salakia, go ahead.
Khan. That going off of what you were saying earlier when you was talking about Jesse Jackson,
right,
taking the bribery for abortions. He didn't agree with abortions, but then he started getting donations from Planned Parenthood and the people that were following Margaret Sanger, and he changed his stance because they knew they needed to get someone from our own people to teach us this, to follow after the ways of the heathen. You can go ahead and read it, Baba Shah.
It's First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 7. He
17.
Said, 17. First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city.
Right. They saw him as a ruler, a leader, and a great man in the city. Keep going.
And strengthened with sons and brethren.
Right.
Verse
He had a
8.
lot of sons. You know what I mean? That's also influencing the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like kind of LeBron James, he's a heavy dude that's running the basketball world. He got his sons coming up behind him. Kids gonna want to be like them too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. Now, therefore, come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done.
Right.
Yea.
Right. They wanted him to come first, just like Jesse Jackson. Everybody in the black community disagrees with abortion. But if you come first, because a lot of black people listen to you, they look up to you, they listen to your preachings, you got a lot of power influence, then go ahead and tell them it's okay,
Right.
and they're gonna do it. Go ahead, Art.
And Salaki, if I could, and another thing too, another thing too, is that that gay lifestyle, right? And if I could, real quick, right now there's George Lopez. You know what I'm saying? George Lopez is big in the Hispanic community, right? And he's talking about how if you offend or you're against, you know what I'm saying, LGBTQ, then you against me because I'm with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people like that try to shift the mentality or the mindset of how we, you know what I'm saying, how we think and how we govern ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and even in our own household, you know what I'm saying, and that goes way back. I could go, you know what I'm saying, way back to when I was little, how I remember my grandmother talking mad smack about, you know what I'm saying, people like that, to the point where it's like there's this man, Walter Wright, I think his name is. He's a and what good things about you, and everything he said was always positive. And now when people found out that he was, you know what I'm saying, on that that lifestyle, like the whole community was upset, but then they ended up being acceptable to that, which is like, you know what I'm saying, people are starting, like, it's a lot of brothers out there. It's like it's a lot of our people out there. I can't even say brothers because it's like, man, you're a traitor. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, man, you're doing what these other nations, you know what I'm saying, should be doing, but you're doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? Salaki. You know what I'm saying? Salaki. Is there any more on that? Go ahead.
Like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also,
right,
and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shall thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friend.
Right, in the numbers of the king's friends, right? You, like for Mexicans, it's like, man, you're gonna get this green card, but you're gonna have to get yourself a white woman. You know what I'm saying? That is being taught by our own people. Like, get yourself a white woman in order to get yourself accepted into this society. You know what I'm saying? Or talk more white. You know what I'm saying? Or bleach your skin, bleach your hair. Forget about your culture, and you're no longer Mexican. You're Chicano. You know what I'm saying? You're no longer Mexican. You're Mexican American. Remember that, and you gotta try to work twice as hard to be more American and Mexican. But really, you forgetting about your own people.
And if I may, also going back to being numbered in the king's house is like Jesse Jackson trying to win to become in the White House.
Right.
You know what I mean? Getting the power in this nation, being recognized. Like you said, George Lopez too. He might get a deal with Disney. He might get a deal with whatever, you know, music or movie production company. You know what I'm saying? Because he's willing to say, accept the LGBT community.
Right.
And if you keep reading Noggin, then we'll finish on this.
So shall thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friend, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
Right, he's bribing them with money. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll give you money, but just go ahead and tell the people it's okay to eat pork. Tell it's okay to come and do naked wrestling in the gymnasium with the Greeks. Basically, except the LGBT community back then.
Like
thing,
like Dwayne Wade too.
Right.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Lil Nas. Well, it's like, man, you got
all them brothers get more and more what's that stuff called? Endorsements.
Right.
They said Dwayne Wade's endorsements went up when he did that with his son. They get paid more money when they do that. But
Slack is it. No, you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the Grammys, I don't know if anybody watched the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? The Grammys, I had to damn near turn it off because it's like all sodomites in there. Right. They're all sodomites and sodomites, you know what I'm saying? Being appreciative of other you know what I'm saying, other women and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Congratulating and thank you and thank you and I'm this and I'm that and you know what I'm saying? Opening up the doors for more sodomites like them, like they have it bad. Like they act like they black in America. You know what I'm saying? A white, you know what I'm saying, sodomite acting like he's, you know what I'm saying, racially profiled just for choosing that life.
Right.
But we can't choose our life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We born black.
That's right.
We can't escape this oppression.
That's right.
We can't escape being Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? We can't escape being black. We can't escape being in the native reservations. You know what I'm saying? We gotta fight for our position. We gotta literally fight, like, you know what I'm saying, to be accepted. Like these sodomites can change up their lifestyle and be accepted the next day. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like, if I may, real quick too. Did y'all see that episode on the TV show Atlanta where the dude was trying to say he was identifying as a white man? It was going around on Facebook not too long ago. But it was a black brother. He had dreads. He's like, yeah, I identify as a 35-year-old white man. And the whole episode, I'll show y'all after class. But it just sounds crazy because everyone sees his mama's like, he ain't no damn white man. He's like, yeah, I work as an engineer for Coca-Cola. Nigga, you work at Walmart. You can't just make up a lifestyle and say that you're a 35-year-old white man when you're a 20-year-old nigga. You know what I'm saying? From Atlanta. But they try to tell us, oh, you can change who you are and become a woman when it's not the truth. It's not reality. We don't have the liberty to do that, like you said.
Right. Go ahead, Slakia.
Now, I kind of want to see if this could be a heavy cut for the two precepts. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Right. No, that's a heavy precept. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so damn true. Like, and everything, even homosexuals call upon God too. You know what I'm saying? So they think that God is with them. You know what I'm saying? But how can you say God is with you, saying when in the same breath you're saying God made a mistake, so I gotta change what God created?
Right.
So you mean to tell me you're greater than God? You know what I'm saying? And that's a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing on that subject is that if you look up gender dysphoria, right? Just anybody, if you want, you know what I'm saying, you could look this up on your own time. Look up gender dysphoria, and it will tell you that it's stress, having it is the person that he has he has so much stress with himself because he is assigned male or female at birth, and he wants to be the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so stressful to them that they you know what I'm saying, it irks, like, you know what I'm saying, they get so mad that they can't become. And that's why when homosexuals talk about natural born women, when you say that natural born women, they get real sensitive on that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to stay too much on this topic, you know what I'm saying, but that's for a whole other class, you know what I'm saying? But going back, right? Going back to what we were talking about is that these religious, you know what I'm saying, these leaders that, or these idols, you know what I'm saying, because it's not only, you know what I'm saying, in the religion, in the oppressor's religion, but it's also in these idols, the people that you look up to, like in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, the people that you look up to when you watch TV, you know what I'm saying, these movies, and hear about them in these songs and all this, right? You listen to them and you think that they have, you know what I'm saying, a way of life, when they destroy just like you, man. You know what I'm saying? They destroy just like you, and that's why they gonna snitch on their own brother, just like Gunner. You know what I'm saying? That's why they gonna talk about killing and murdering their own brother. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about selling dope and how much profit they have gained by selling dope. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about all this, and really it's to self-gain themselves. And it's the same thing that a pastor does, man. You just don't link both of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality that we have as Christians, which is a slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? That slave mentality, which is to hate your brother and to keep oppressing your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you have enough oppression dealing with the white man. Why do I have to have more oppression when I have to deal with my own brother?
Right.
It shouldn't be that way, man. That's why the Most High, you know what I'm saying, has put in laws in place to deal with a certain group of people, man. The laws of strangers, you know what I'm saying, and all these other laws of how to deal with one another. You know what I'm saying? We can govern ourselves. The problem is, if you read, keep going on that Second Esther's. So what was it? Maccabees, I believe. One, First Maccabees 2 and 11, I believe, or
7. So we're like 18 now.
18. Con.
Verse 19. You want to keep going?
Keep going.
Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake
Right.
with a loud voice.
With a what?
With a loud voice.
Man, you're gonna have to be. Look, you cannot fear away when you know what I'm saying. You can't be in fear when you come into the school. You're gonna have to put on a different spirit, man. You can't be in fear the way you were in fear all your life in the world. The Lord will be your, you know what I'm saying, your protection. The Lord will be your guide. The Lord will be your, you know what I'm saying, your strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let yourself be weak, man. You gotta be, you gotta have confidence in the Lord, man. And the hell with whatever anybody else thinks, man. Because people will call you a cult. You know what I'm saying? People will call you crazy. People will call you a fool, and people will mock you. You know what I'm saying? And if they will mock the Lord, they will mock you. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever think, like, you know what I'm saying, don't ever put any, like, you know what I'm saying, don't put no fear on other men. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no fear on anybody else, man. Fear the these oppressors, man, because these oppressors have so much weapons. It's just like, we look like, you know what I'm saying, like nothing. But with the Lord, you have the most, you know what I'm saying, like come on, man. It's just like the Lord ain't nothing, no, you know what I'm saying, mess with. You know what I'm saying? Slovakia, keep going.
Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice.
Right.
Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him,
Right.
and fall away everyone from the religion of their fathers.
Right. They fall from the religion of their fathers. Right. T.D. Jakes, Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? All of these are gonna fall away from the religion of their fathers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Lizzo, whoever, right? They're all gonna fall away from the religion of their fathers.
George Lopez's father probably didn't support no LGBT.
Right.
Right.
No, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's heavy because it's like, you know what I'm saying? We are always, we're taught to, you know what I'm saying? We know what morality means. You know what I'm saying? And the honor of a man. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty of a woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's natural. But when you take away that natural thing, it's like, it's disgusting, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And we pollute ourselves when we, you know what I'm saying, when we allow these doctrines to infiltrate our communities, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And fall away everyone from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments. Verse 20.
Consent to his commandments. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you do what you do what Planned Parenthood wants you to do. Right? You do what Planned Parenthood wants you to do. You do what the NFL wants you to do, which is stand up for the flag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is to kill your own children, right? Which is to what? Forget about your people. You know what I'm saying? To forget about your people and to give all your money to them. You know what I'm saying? And leave your people in the dust. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 20. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk
Right.
in the covenant of our fathers.
Right. Like you gotta listen to this, man. You gotta really listen to this, and you can relate it to today. You know what I'm saying? Which is that the world favors the rich. The world favors, you know what I'm saying, these other nations, right? But we don't favor ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But in the school, we gonna have to favor, you know what I'm saying, our forefathers.
Right.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Another spig, another wetback, another nigger, another savage.
Right.
We gonna have to love ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't leave this, man. You know what I'm saying? We cannot leave this. We gotta keep this light. You know what I'm saying? We can't hide this light, man. We gotta keep this truth. You know what I'm saying? And take it out into the street.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to take it out into the street. You don't gotta take it to Ghana. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta take it away from the ghetto. Bring it into the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? We gotta bring it back to the slums, back to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Los barrios, in Juárez, in Sinaloa, in Michoacán, Chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? In all these parts, Guatemala, Salvador, Honduras. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it back to the brothers that need this, man.
That's right.
Because we don't have, like, we don't have this knowledge, man.
Right.
We think that our only survival is to either one of two things. Either, you know what I'm saying, never let anybody, you know what I'm saying, mess with me. So I gotta kill, even if that means I gotta kill my own people, or I gotta be a slave and whore for the white man. And none of those two is the way to go, man. You're gonna have to get with your brothers, man, and be taught from the ground up, man.
That's right.
You're gonna have to be born again.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be born again in order to raise up men, righteous men. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold," man.
Right.
And you would think that would never exist, seeing that in the news, all you see is nothing but Mexicans and blacks being criminalized. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said, "I will make you more precious than fine gold," man. And I believe me, man. All my life, I've, you know what I'm saying? I was like thinking, like, man, this, it ain't good. You know what I'm saying? For a black or Hispanic. You see other nations, they got Chinatowns. You know what I'm saying? You see other nations, they got 7-Elevens. They got Dunkin' Donuts. They got their thing going. What do we got? Vending. You know what I'm saying? We got vendors. We got street vendors that get abused by their own people. And on top of that, by, you know what I'm saying, these other nations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? An Asian woman is going to come up to you and tell you you cannot sell here in Cali. You know what I'm saying? California. You know what I'm saying? Going to tell you to what? You got to get yourself out of this neighborhood or you know what I'm saying? Or leave and be harassed by an immigrant being harassed by another immigrant that can't even speak the language. You know what I'm saying? You could manage, you know what I'm saying? But they, man, like it's just like the Lord said, man, these nations that have ever been reputed as nothing have began to devour and to be Lord over us. And it's a sad thing to see, man. It's a sad thing to see when you wake up to the truth, man. Once you wake up, you're gonna actually see that your people have been fooled, man. Fooled and been robbed by who? The Christian church, man. Because this Christian church is teaching us to love everybody else and to hate ourselves, man. I want to bring out a video real quick. I believe that, is there more on that?
This is verse 21.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 21. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 22. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion.
Right. To go from our religion. Right. Keep going.
Either on the right hand or the left.
Right. Like on the right hand or the left, right?
You get that?
Right.
That right hand and left hand is what we try to do today as far as politics. Some people that want to be liberal, Democrat, some people want to be Republican. You know what I mean? But it's all working for Satan. You know what I mean? So,
right.
No matter which way you go, I ain't gonna lie. It was a famous quote. I forget who it was, but he said, "You know, I don't go to the left or to the right. I'll go straight." You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And then that's in the Bible too, where Christ says it's a straight and narrow gate.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can go all types of other ways. It can lead to destruction.
Right.
You can go the LGBT way. You can go the gang banging way. You can go the drug dealing way. You can go the corporate way. You can go the government way, the religious way. There's a lot of ways to destruction, but it's that straight and narrow gate that's going to lead to the path of the kingdom, and that's in the eyes of the kingdom.
Most High in Christ, and to you know what I'm saying, pick up on what you said, is that everything, to sum it all up, is you can't compromise. You know what I'm saying? You can't be open-minded. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is not open-minded about these other nations. The Lord is not open-minded about who he should love. You know what? These other nations, I see they strong. They love me more than the people that I have chosen for me to love. You know what I'm saying? For them to love me. You know what I'm saying? Like these people, they are willing to serve me. You know what I'm saying? But blacks and Hispanics, we will serve anybody else. But you know what I'm saying? The Lord. Like we have to, you know what I'm saying, be not open-minded, man. Right. We can't be looking to the right or to the left, because on the right side you're gonna have fire, on the left side you're gonna have water. Either you're gonna burn or you're gonna drown. what you want to choose. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Salaki.
If I could, matter of fact, just cut the free will theory.
Go ahead.
Having free will, man, there ain't no such thing.
Right. Exactly. There ain't no such thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't have free will. There's no such thing as equality, as freedom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as you can do whatever you want to do, or what Christians like to say, Christ did away with the law. You know what I'm saying? So Salaki, let me get this video real quick. Let me see if I can. So all right.
The black doll. Which doll is the black doll? And which one is the white doll?
That one.
Which doll is the pretty doll? Which doll is the nice doll? Which doll is the bad doll? Which doll is the nice doll? And which doll is the bad doll? And why is that doll pretty?
Because she's white and he has 2 eyes.
Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
Which doll looks most like you?
Like me.
Yeah, which one looks like you?
And that one.
Okay.
That doll.
I'm telling you, like that's like a heavy, because when I first seen that, I was like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's funny because it's like you even look back at what you know what I'm saying, grew up around and what you did, and it's like it all makes sense if you link everything together, you know what I'm saying, with what we're teaching here. It all makes sense, man. And you shouldn't complicate yourself with what you just seen, man. Like, this is taught in only one place, man. You know what I'm saying? This is taught in the Christian church, man. Like, tell me or not, like, you're not gonna tell me that the brothers in the sisters in this video aren't Christians. You know what I'm saying? They weren't raised up Christians. Like, they most definitely were raised up Christians, man. Not only that, but it's like you gonna, like, man, it's just sad. It's like it's something you're gonna have to reteach, man. You don't have to relearn. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to relearn how to love that black doll, man. Love that doll that looks like what? Like you. You know what I'm saying? What the brother said, he asked the young warrior, he was like, which doll looks, you know what I'm saying, like the nice doll? Pointed at the white doll. And then asked, why is that doll the good doll? Because he's white. You know what I'm saying? That's all he could say, because he's white. Doesn't know nothing about the doll, doesn't know anything about, you know what I'm saying? Has no label but the label that is assigned to him, which is white. And what label are you signed? Black. And which one's the mean doll? The black one. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, you will learn this everywhere you go, man, whether it be at school, you know what I'm saying, whether it be at church, or whether it be in your own house. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans have this thing called mejorar la raza. You know what I'm saying? Which means to better the race. And what they say that for is when you get yourself, if you a male, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have to get yourself a lighter or a white woman. You know what I'm saying? To better the race, to mejorar la raza. Why? Because those children are gonna come what? Lighter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality of an old, you know what I'm saying, a old woman or old man, to teach their children that what? They gotta better the race. You gotta teach your, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna teach their children to what? To get themselves a what? A blonde hair, blue-eyed, you know what I'm saying, man or woman, you know what I'm saying, to marry. And the Lord is completely against that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, that is a slave mentality, man.
Right.
That is a slave mentality. And when people say, when we like in here, we're not against color, you know what I'm saying? And color got nothing to do with our oppression. You know what I'm saying? Our oppression comes from a devil, you know what I'm saying? And a devil who calls himself white, Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? He is the one who's oppressing us. Color got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? And really, he's not even white.
Right.
You leave him in the sun, he turned pink, he turned red. He get angry because, you know what I'm saying, you speaking Spanish, he turned red, he turned pink. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Red and hairy all over, like a hairy garment. You know what I'm saying? That's Esau for you, man. He's not white. He calls himself white because he wants to be what? Pure. He wants to make himself like pure, clean, holy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why in his in every church in America, you're gonna have to, or you know what? Let me rephrase that. In every church around the world, Christianity, which is white supremacy, is gonna have to be all the images of these prophets are gonna have to be what? White. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to be not looking like you. They're gonna have to be looking like them. You know what I'm saying? So you can, so it could teach you something. You know what I'm saying? So it could teach you that what? You should love them. Love me. Who needs love? Who is your brother? I am your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics, we are brothers. Not that gringo. Ese gringo no te puede ayudar para nada. Ese gringo nomás va y te nomás va a comer Donald Trump dijo una cosa bien, ¿verdad? Que quería a sacar todos los mexicanos fuera del estado, pero que nunca que él va a ir y entrar a comer los tacos. Le gustan los tacos de los mexicanos, ¿verdad? White people hate Mexicans, but they love our seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Our style, our music. They love our lyrics. They love our vocals. You know what I'm saying? They love our artwork. You know what I'm saying? They hate the natives, but they love them beads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They hate the natives, but they love going to the powwows.
Right.
They hate the natives, but they will be a $5 Indian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They hate you, but they still want to be a part of you. They want to have that thing that they don't even have, which is that salt of the earth, man. And they're not that salt. You know what I'm saying? And we got like, man, like talking about that salt, man, talking about art and music and all that. Like, that's not even the greatest thing about us, man. Like, that's just like the rim of it. Like the real feeling is that we are kings and priests. You know what I'm saying? We are rulers of this earth, and we are righteous at it. You know what I'm saying? We are damn good at it. You know what I'm saying? The problem is you give all your riches, all your authority. You know what I'm saying? You give up that seat for crumbs.
Right.
You give up that seat for what dogs would, you know what I'm saying? What dogs would eat. You know what I'm saying? Which is leftovers. That's what you get. You get, you know what I'm saying? You get positions in Esau's, you know what I'm saying, military. You get what's that? Remember we drove by that it was 7,000 for that police officer? The what's it called? What did he say?
7,500.
Like seven. Yeah, for a higher on bonus. You know what I'm saying? You give up your seat like for crumbs, man, for nothing, like literally para nada. Like it's like, man, and it really if like I'm telling you, man, like ain't nobody more angry than the men in the ISUPK.
That's right.
And we angry at what has happened to blacks and Hispanics, man. So don't ever come up to us talking about why do we talk so aggressive? Why do we talk so, like, you know what I'm saying? Why do you guys talk so much like that? Because we're rude in speech, but not in knowledge, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna say what we gonna say without filters. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna mean it.
Right.
You gonna say something, and then you gonna have to apologize to the so-called Jewish man when you say it. You see the difference? We gonna say something, we gonna stand on it. Right. But you gonna say something and gonna have to beg for your pennies. You know what I'm saying? For your coins. We gonna say something and we gonna stand on it. For crowns. You know what I'm saying? Give me Revelations. Revelations chapter 2, verse 25.
Revelations chapter 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Right, but that which you have, hold it fast, man. Don't let this truth go out, man. Don't let this truth, don't let go of that crown, man. Don't let this go out, man. Don't give it up. Don't let it slip. Don't fall asleep on it. You know what I'm saying? Like brothers be, you know what I'm saying? Brothers be scared to come in here, man. What do you gotta be scared of, man? Ain't nothing to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are, you know what I'm saying? Brothers are very appreciative when you come in, man. Because it's like, man, a brother actually got it. You know what I'm saying? Like a brother actually got, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? With what we've been trying to give, which is, you know what I'm saying? Your true inheritance back, man. We're trying to give our people that thing what our pastors, so like these religious leaders have driven away. You know what I'm saying? A brother got back to it, man. In the midst, like, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of you know what I'm saying, the world doing whatever the hell they want to do, you chose to give up that life and to follow the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Leave that wickedness, leave that weed, leave those cigarettes, leave that pork, shrimp, lobster, leave those birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Leave that whores, leave everything behind to what? To serve the Lord and be a fool just like us, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I say a fool, I mean a fool that we don't see the Lord, we don't see the miracles, but guess what? We not here by what we see. You know what I'm saying? But by faith, man. Right. We doing this work. You know what I'm saying? We keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about this earlier, like brothers seen everything. Brothers seen the sea split and still wanted to go back to Egypt, man. Right. Brothers seen, like, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't even see what Christ did, but we read about it and we hear Christians talk about, oh, well, how can you believe that? You don't even know if that's true or if it exists. Well, guess what? Call me a fool. I'm gonna believe it anyway.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna believe it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna believe on a homosexual that believes that it's all right to sleep with children. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna believe on a brother who was, you know what I'm saying, a revolutionary.
right.
And was bringing all the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel back together to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Read verse 26 real quick.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Over the who?
Over the nations.
Over the who?
Over the nations.
Over the nations, man. To him, to he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, man. And you're going to have to endure this, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to endure to receive this. You're going to have to work. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that's given for free. This is not nothing that's given by, oh, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? God knows me in my heart. Right. Nah, this is something you're going to have to work for, man. Right. You're going to have to put in work, man. And in here, we're doing something that no other, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else does, which is to teach brothers to be better than us. You know what I'm saying? Teach young men, you know what I'm saying? Teach children to be better than their fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? To be better than us, man. Because one day we're not going to be here. Right. We're not going to be here. And guess what? You will still be here. You will still be here. And that spirit that was being taught to you will be like, we were still here, man. And guess what? Christ is still here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Christ is still here. Why? Because we are being taught what Christ was teaching the men under him. And guess what? We learn from the men above us. And we do what the men above us do. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to learn, if you want to be a you know what I'm saying? You want to be a warrior. You want to get that. You want to gain your strength, your confidence back. You're going to have to learn from men that the world calls crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But Christ gave them, is going to give them the position and power over the nations. And that ain't crazy, man. That is not crazy. Sounds crazy to a Christian. It sounds crazy to a slave. But you know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy to a slave, but guess what? We not slaves, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? We not slaves. In here, we have integrity, man. And we gonna hold up to that. And we don't gotta be apologetic for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans are God's chosen people, are the true Israelites, according to the Bible.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Thamakia. Right? Khan Thamakia.
We had ISUBK. Start out at 1 West on 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When the new brother and sister come to school, they have limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the church department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
You want me to get it? It's Feast of Purim. 14th day of the 15th day of the 12th month. Saturday, the 5th March, and Monday, 6th March 2023. And you can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 21. Slack. Go ahead.
We also got the 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina. Coming soon, man. April 1st, 2023. All right, the ISUBK will be hosting and presenting under Commander Junior Hunter. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. This includes the ISUBK security announcers. That's class.
Come.
Come. All right, Israel, Michael, Mike, Rock. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh dismissed.
Play this video real quick.
This year, Shalom Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yohana's putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.